Welcome to Straight Outta Jersey. Today's podcast is brought to you by Ace Sunglasses. Go to acesunglasses.com.au to purchase some of the best shades around. Use promo code MRG30 and receive 30% off selected brands. That's Ace Sunglasses, the shades of true champions. And don't forget to subscribe to Straight Outta Jersey, hosted by Jersey Jay-Z. Powered by the Zapata brand studio. Straight Outta Jersey with Jersey Jay-Z and the freak of New York, Gregg Valentino.
What's up, guys? We are live. Joe Zapata and my boy, my Cugine, Mr. Gregg Valentino. What's up, brother?
Not much. Same bullshit. Just finished cutting the grass.
Oh, yeah, just cutting the grass. Now, before we start, I want to say Father's Day is coming up this Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So for all those fathers out there, wish them a happy Father's Day. But also, if you go to Cameo, you can get a special message by Gregg Valentino. He's on a Cameo right now. We got a lot of big things coming up. He's going to be in a movie soon, and we got some big things happening. So, Gregg, he's on Cameo. Look for him. He'll send you a special message. And he'll give you a great message because Gregg likes to do things long. So he's on Cameo. Go find him. Right, Gregg?
You're right. You know what's funny? That Cameo I did last night for some guy, Cameo's like some do 20, 30 seconds. I think I did like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So the guy
you go a long time.
Yeah, because I can't help it. I'm like freaking, me. I forget about it. When we talk, forget it. You probably sit there sometimes, tell Morella, shut up. You know what I mean? Or Morella's
I'm used to it.
Morella's probably like, get him off the phone. Tell him, shut up. We got to go.
So you were cutting the grass, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
you know what's funny? I wear these sneakers. Now, you're going to think I'm great. You know, me and my girlfriend, we sell junk for a living. We basically own a junkyard, right? And the guy down the end of the street from me died. I think he committed suicide. His family threw all the shit out, and I took his sneakers. And these are his sneakers. No shit. I'm not lying. And I used them to cut the grass. Wait, why can't you see? Look, these are the sneakers I used just to cut the grass. That's why they have all grass stains and shit on them. Because he had the same size as me. So I figured, why let them sneakers go to waste? I could use them to do work around the house. So when I go outside and I got to do work, I wear the fucking dead guy up the end of the street. I wear his sneakers.
Oh my God!
I smelt it. Not Lucia. Am I telling the truth? I got 2 pairs actually from him. One's pretty good, so I don't really wear them often. But that one I cut the grass, and any outside work I do, I use those sneakers because they're thick, like heavy, they're New Balance, but they're made out of like leather shit or whatever that is, pleather, whatever. But I use them to cut the grass because I don't want to use my good sneakers. So
yeah, of course.
And the guy's dead, so he ain't gonna friggin', his family threw everything out.
He ain't gonna miss him. No.
So
I'm gonna say hello to the people in the chat. There's some people there. We got Ruben Sanchez.
Hey guys.
CH. Ruben, what's up? And Ethan, we got Michael Russo's there. We got that guy Sticks. We got Morella's there. We got John Mancini. What's up, John? What's up? Got Mark Burton from Vegas. What's up, Mark? Vegas. I was probably hot over there.
Oh, Mark, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, Vegas is hot out there, man.
Now, Gregg, I wanted to ask you, I saw the video about your hand.
Yes.
What's going on? You need another surgery?
I'm probably going to need another surgery because this is his second, I've had 2 surgeries on this hand, 2 surgeries on this hand. Now my thumb is bad on this hand. So I got cortisone shot about a year and a half ago, and now he just gave me another one yesterday. I've been, my hands are bad from years of lifting weights. When I was younger, I boxed, but I don't think that really has anything to do with it. You know what I mean? I have hurt my hands a few times, scrapping around, but nothing like, I don't think that has anything to do with it. I think it's just years of lifting weights and being 64 years old and joints start aching and shit, and you get trigger finger and all that other shit.
You have arthritis?
No. Okay. But it's more like trigger finger where the finger will stick. You know what I mean? You got to fucking go like that, but it's painful. So he shot me yesterday, And that was my second cortisone shot in this hand. You know what I mean? In this thumb right here. So, I already had two surgeries, but not on the thumb. So pretty soon I'll have all 5 fingers in each hand's freaking done, So you never know. But I mean, I've always used my hands, again, I wish I could tell you war stories. Yeah, that's from fighting, fighting in prison, like, with these guys, I was in prison, all that bullshit. But none of that, anything that's, if I forget a fight, then none of that, I don't think has anything to do with it. I think it's just basically from, years of fucking grabbing weights and just, and getting older.
CH asked the question. He said he'll be asleep in a half an hour. Sorry about that. He said, what food item do you mostly hope to be eating when it comes to an eating competition in Alabama?
My girlfriend's ass. No, I eat that every day, so I'm kind of used to that. What food item? I mean, you got to understand, guys. I told Dave, to be a champ for you guys, do what I got to do. I'll try. But I just had gallbladder surgery. So I have to be careful what I eat, And Joe was just watching me before the show. We were talking after the grass. I just got done from cutting the grass. And I'm drinking this shit, right? That's my dinner there. Because I don't really have, my appetite's not 100% back yet. I don't have any problems, any health problems or stomach problems, none of that shit. I take, probiotics. I take, Fiberlize. I do all the good shit you're supposed to do. I'm not in pain. The stitches are almost all gone. They're still in my stomach. I still have a bandage on. But I have to watch the eating contest. So, but to answer your question, if I was going to eat, I guess I'm in a steak, maybe, steak eating, or, I got to watch burgers because I can't, like, if they're going to say we got to eat the fries and eat the bread, I can't do that. First of all, I'm diabetic and my sugar is still out of whack, I got to figure out if any of you guys have an answer to this. I'm diabetic, and I asked Dave, and Dave's like, oh, just stick them in your, and I'm doing carry-ons. I'm not doing,
Yeah.
So I'm going to have insulin, that when my sugar goes above 175, which the other day, it's something, I have to friggin' take insulin, right? This is the doctor. I get, the only thing is I don't know how to take the insulin needles on the plane in a carry-on. I don't know if they're going to be like, no, I don't know what to do about that. I got to figure it out.
They should let you take that on because insulin is something you would need.
Well, I'm diabetic. I mean, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm
diabetic. So I guess
that has nothing to do with building muscle. If I take 2 IUs, if I have, if I have to, that's what the hospital has. That's my doctor has me do. So it's not for building. It doesn't do shit for me for building muscle. Just I got to knock that sugar down.
Mike Russo said his dad used to wear his Jerick Stackhouse Field basketball shoes around the house when he cut the grass. That's pretty funny.
Well, you know what, Mike? This guy up the street, he was kind of built. He was my size, but he killed himself about 2 years ago. And his family was like really distraught. Like we saw it when he did it. All cops were out there and the family was like screaming. They were holding back people trying to go in his house. And, a couple of days later, they tried all shit. And I'm like, oh shit, look at these sneakers. And then Lucia's like, I bet they'll fit you. So I tried them on and they fit me. And I'm like, I'm going to use these to work around the house. So that's what I use.
John Mancini Fitness. John Mancini, what's up, brother? He says, do you take collagen, Greg? Highly recommended.
I don't. I have taken it. I have. It's good. But to me, I take, so if you knew how many supplements I take, I'm more into not stuff to build muscle, but I'm into health. So in other words, I take milk thistle like 5 times a day, because that's for the liver, pancreas, the kidney. I take stuff like all for that, milk. I mean, I got it all. I take, methylated B vitamins, folic acid, stuff like, you've heard Dave talk about that. It's got to, fuck the chelated. It's got to be methylated, like stuff like that. So I take vitamins and nutrients and a lot of herbs, a ton of shit that's here. And I take it for the health purposes. I'm going to take to build muscle, man. You don't really need supplements. You get protein powder if you need to get extra protein in you, Yep. But most bodybuilders don't sit around and take all that shit. Collagen's good though, it's good. But for me, my brain is on a different side right now. I'm not really worried about that,
Yeah. Michael Russo says he's been eating chicken and turkey and some beef patties mostly. That's
Yeah,
good.
I eat all
Turkey.
that. I eat all that. Unfortunately, I'm not really. I'm not really chicken's great for you, so it's turkey, blah blah blah. But I'm not really a big turkey and chicken guy. I eat it, and I sit there and I eat it like I'm eating fucking fake shit. But I prefer beef and pork and shit like that. That's me though. You know what I mean? I'm a Guinea from New York, but look, see, the reason why I'm drinking this is because sometimes I can't get the meal in me. I just don't have it in me, right? So how am I going to win an eating contest? But whatever. My girlfriend could out eat me. I'm going to tell you that right now. That's a fact, and she's skinny. But I take this shit, and I'm not advertising. I don't even want to hold that up anymore. I'm just saying I take that or the Walmart brand, or I take muscle milk, but it's only 25 milligrams of muscle milk. I take that because I can't get the protein in me. So I recommend if you guys are looking to get extra protein and you can't eat, that's what that stuff's good for.
Mm-hmm. That's George Jackson Zapata. That's George's kid. He wants to give a shout out to Jackson. What's up, Jax?
George's kid. Is that the one I met?
Jackson.
Yeah, that's the one I met, right? Hey, Jackson, what's going on, brother? Eat a bagel for me. Eat one of your dad's bagels. Your dad's bagels are amazing.
David Galenick. Good evening from mid-Michigan. Wow. Time for some Sten, Greg.
I wish, bro. Oh. Now you're got me. Now I actually, when you said that, I got blood in my penis. A little bit of blood went to the penis. So I'm like, ooh, like when you see a hot chick and you feel that little throb down there. You know what I mean? A little blood hit the piece of God down there. Because I love Sten. I used to love Sten. That was it. It's everybody else. Oh, it's a dirty drug. Dave Palumbo's telling me, no, it's only DHEA. No, there's no way that shit's DHEA. It hit me like a freight train. It's supposed to be DHT. And he's saying, no, that's rumor, it's DHT. I know Dave knows his shit, but there's no way that shit that shit was amazing. I loved it.
Landon's there too. What's up, Landon? What's up, brother?
Hey, Landon, which one did I meet?
You met Landon.
Okay, Landon. I'm sorry. How you doing, Landon?
Michael Russo said, I like pork Fernando's wedge pizza, pepperoni and sausage. I give my left nut for a large pie of that. 6-pack of ice cold ice lager beer right now. Nice, Michael.
Well, here's my beer. I drink diet root beer. This one's diet birch beer, but anyway, diet root beer. The thing is, I'm like a really strange Italian. You have to understand. Like, I like pepperoni, but I don't want that shit on my pizza. That's just me. I know everybody's like, how can you not? My girlfriend loves pepperoni. How can you not like pepperoni pizza? I just don't like it. I like my pizza plain or a little bit of sausage on there. Like Jimmy the Bull.
David Gelinek said he got bigger on Sten in 3 or so. Was it? I don't know. 3 weeks, maybe. I got bigger in Sten 3 weeks or something.
See, I don't know what that next to me. The week.
I don't know what that.
Yeah, no, Sten is the good draw. I don't know, bro. I love that shit. I cracked them ampules, and I got bigger, harder, and the sex drive went through the friggin' ceiling. Not that I needed that more, but you know what I mean?
Gary DeMarco, what's up? How are you healing up, Greg? No problems?
Gary, thank you. I'm doing really, really well. I feel like I wasn't even sick, but I got the stitches down here still. And I'm good. I'm really good, Just, I got to watch don't want the stomach to get friggin'
David said 3 meals per week, he meant.
Oh, 3 meals per week. Okay. I used to do 3 meals a day. I would do I was a drug dealer, so I would take, I don't know. Jesus, I don't even remember, 2 to 4 ampules in a day, and then I wait a day, and then do 2 to 4 ampules again. But I was a drug dealer, I had it like that.
John Mancini likes pineapple pizza. I love
John Mancini. Topped hot chicken and topped with veggie. John Mancini, you turn in your Guinea card right now. Who eats? No self-respecting Italian, John, and I'm playing with you. It's okay. My girlfriend likes that shit, but she's Mexican, But pineapple pizza, I don't know. I could to my Italian crew, they'd be like, "Don't dare eat that shit."
Yeah.
But then again, John, I'm a bleached Guinea, so you know what I mean. Like I don't eat calamari, I don't eat any of that stuff.
Yeah. I just want to give a quick shout out to Ricky Morton, who was one of the wrestlers that I interviewed. Kind of on a sad note, he was one of the first wrestlers I interviewed. Big tag team champion in the 70s and 80s. He lost his son, his oldest son, actually, a couple days ago. Jonathan Morton. So
God
I just
bless.
want to say I'm sorry, Ricky, if you're watching. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, that's a
I'll
nightmare.
text you afterwards if you need anything. Just let me know. But again, Ricky, I'm sorry. You were a great guy, great wrestler, and like I said, I'm sorry to hear about that.
God bless you and your family, man. I don't. That's a nightmare.
I like tomato pies. Does anyone? Well, that's Big Ant.
George. Anthony, where's Anthony? Is he in here? See, I'm one of them guineas too. That my father would take the tomato right off the vine and eat that shit, right? You know, I can't do that, bro. I can't eat tomatoes. I don't like them. I'm just funny like that. I'm a bleached guinea. I don't like onions. I don't like garlic. I do like peppers when there's sausage and peppers, like Jimmy the Bull. But the problem is they repeat on me. And oh my own, you know what I mean? I don't get like gas. I don't mean like farts, but I mean like the worst like stomach agita. You know what I mean? I don't get like that.
Knight Rider says, "Why can't Lee Priest bust balls, but when you do it to him, he blocks you?" Well, Knight Rider, you're gonna have to ask him. I don't know.
Why did Lee block him? Did they have a problem?
I don't know if Lee had a problem with him. I have no idea.
I don't know. At least my balls. He can break balls though. Lee breaks my balls. Like forget about it.
Yeah, he does.
He plays around. A lot of people don't understand. Unless you said something, I don't know. You know, I don't know if you say anything bad. I don't know, but we can fix that for you if you talk with us. We can help you with that. Yeah. I can talk with Lee.
Now, Greg, I know you watch a lot of movies with Lucia. What is your favorite horror, sci-fi? What is your basic favorite movie genre?
Man, ooh, now you got me.
I do like documentaries and like.
Well, yeah, you know I like documentaries, but Lucia can't handle that. You know what I mean? Like she can, but she's not really a documentary person. I am. But that's not like that doesn't. That's a different animal. For entertainment purposes, like just like a movie, the story. I do like horror, but I guess thrillers maybe. You know what I mean? Like I don't like stupid horror. You know, like slasher shit like that. I can't watch that. You know, but I do. I like. Sometimes
your favorite movie. What do you like? Goodfellas.
Wow, you're asking me. I mean, like, I always used to. I don't mean to sound like a homo, but I like the Titanic shit like that. You know, because it was a true story, and I don't know. I have a little bit of that. You know, I think I was a Jewish woman in my last life because I like the love story and shit. You know, what I mean,
you don't like sci-fi like Star Wars. Like I'm a big Star Wars fan.
What's that?
Like Star Wars, right? You're not a big Star Wars.
I could watch it. You know, what I mean, I could watch it, but that wouldn't be my favorite. I like shit like Meet Joe Black. You know, shit like that. Like. Legends of Fall. I like,
What about Marvel or DC?
There's a ton of movies I like it. What's that?
Marvel or DC, like Batman and stuff. You like that stuff or no? That's not you?
I could watch it.
But that's not you.
Yeah, I'm into all that Wolverine and Superman. When I was a kid, it was Superman all the way and Batman. But I like the TV show Batman. Like, pow!
Adam West?
You know what I mean?
Adam West, right?
Right, that's I liked.
George and my dad likes Over the Top.
Over the Top.
That was the arm wrestling movie.
It was Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, that's
the
what
fucking hat backwards.
That's one where I think George cried in that movie. Yeah, Over the Top.
Like Over the Top. You remember that?
Yeah, that was a great movie when the arm wrestling one. You know,
it was good.
You like Goodfellas? Goodfellas?
Yeah, I like shit like that. Of course, any Guinea movies, I like that. I guess I like heroic movies. I don't know. I like a lot of movies. I'd have to look at the lists of the movies because I forget, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely, I don't like stupid shit though. I can't watch stupid shit. Yeah. Lucy and I watched a movie the other day. Some dudes fucking fighting like 9 fucking 10 guys. You know what I hate when a dude's like. You get a guy, like you guys coming after, he's got a gun, right? And maybe, I don't know, you hit him in the head with something and then you run away, right? And you don't take the gun. What the first fucking thing is you take the gun. Now he's still alive, stupid shit. I'm like, once they don't take that fucking gun, I'm like, I'm watching a karate fucking movie the other day. Some guy's killing everybody, beating everybody with his hands, and guy's got guns and he snaps their arms, and then the next guy comes and he never picks up the fucking gun. Just pick up the gun. Stop fucking around. You know what I mean?
That's like the 60s Batman show. They would capture Batman and Robin, but like they would tie him up and leave him in a room with like something to fall on top of him and kill him instead of just shooting him in the head, you know?
That's what I understand. You know what I mean? It's like they do that shit all the time. I like pick up the gun. Pick up the freaking gun. You know?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Michael Russo said Over the Top was a great movie. Sly is an awesome actor. Yes, Sly is a great actor.
Oh yeah, now I love all that kind of stuff. You know, I like Predator. I like with Stallone. Who doesn't like Rambo? I love movies like Sicario. You know what I mean? I like all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I love, badass stuff too. But then again, I like pussy shit. You know, me and Lucille watch romantic movies. You know what I mean? We're sitting here. I'm not crying. the pollen outside is kind of getting to me a little bit.
I can't see you watching Titanic with her.
Yeah, we watched. I watched it with my girlfriend Jalissa, the one that passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
on that one.
I can't do the form right. You know, my girlfriend Jalissa, yeah, the one that passed away. Me and her watched it. You know,
Winmore
in the '90s.
Winmore, what's up? Yo, Greg.
Yo, Winmore, what's going on, man?
My brother.
What's going on?
Double M said watch Bloodsport again the other day. Crazy how small and short Van Damme is. I remember him being bigger.
Idiot. He's an idiot. I knew his wife, Gladys. I posted pictures of me and Gladys. But Gladys, I actually kissed her right on the lips in Xenon's discotheque.
Yeah, you kissed a lot of ones on the lips.
In 1981, but wait a minute, listen to me. She was with my friend, though. She was my friend's girlfriend, Brian Moss. Mm-hmm. But I loved her, bro. I loved Gladys. I'm convinced she's never cut a fart in her life, or never she's never taken a bad shit. If she does fart, it smells like flowers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like perfume.
John Mancini said,
"Looking person."
Thoughts on the Hunter Biden trial? What do you think about that, Greg?
Well, Hunter Biden, I mean, he even wrote a book saying like all the fucked up shit he did. He had it on a laptop, right? Mm-hmm. So they knew he was guilty as this like sin. When Trump got 34 counts of the same charge of a bookkeeping thing, where his law, if you don't know, the real story is Michael Cohen was his lawyer, went and said to this girl who was trying to claim she had sex. 1 minute she said she didn't have sex with him, then she said she did have sex with him. Then she's trying to say, oh, he raped me. Which is all bullshit because she denied it at first, so they're not making anything up. But Michael Cohen took it out of his own, she contacted him because he was Trump's lawyer. And he took money out of his own bank account and said, look here, just whatever you and Trump have going on, don't say a fucking word. Here's the money. Mm-hmm. All right?
Yep.
Now, Trump never said, here, let me write a check to her or any of that stuff. It's Cohen paid the money. He said it on the stand.
Yeah.
But the judge said, you don't have to find him guilty. You just have to think if he did something, if you feel like he must have done something wrong in this, that's how you find him guilty. It was the most fucked up thing. So if people are saying, see, it's a level playing field because Hunter Biden, you can't compare. You're not comparing. A bookkeep that's Trump got 34 convictions of the same. What they did was they just it's the same fucking count. It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. 34 of the same charge, which is a bookkeeping error, and it wasn't even him that did it. It's insane, you know what I mean? But if you guys if you think that everything's good, and you like paying $5-6 for eggs, and you like going and paying almost $4 for gas, you know what I'm saying? You like this shit, If you think food prices are great right now, you go to Dollar Tree, which used to be $1, now it's $1.25 tree. You go to fucking McDonald's, the dollar menu, you got to pay now for extra ketchups. You know what I'm saying? So if you think this is great and Joe Biden's done a great job, please vote for him again. You know what I mean? Then you deserve what you get. Then don't bitch about money. Don't ever fucking complain about your, this, that, even fucking a pie, Joe. Go get a pizza. A large pie's like, I don't know about in
like 18 bucks.
18 to 20 bucks here where I live. You know what I mean? It's around 20 bucks here in New York. The same thing in Jersey. Now, you guys may live in Cornstalk, USA. Your pizza is not like New York, New Jersey pizza, okay? So let's get that straight. And I'm not talking about fucking Domino's. That's not pizza. I'm talking about legit pizza. Okay, everybody knows the New York, New Jersey area, we got pizza, okay? But the thing is, it used to be $10 for a large pie. I mean, you go to New York City, we used to get slices for $1, and they were big. Like now I get shit that's like this. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck is that? Mm-hmm. That's not a slice of pizza. What is that? That's a postage stamp. But if you guys like that, please keep voting Biden. And then don't try to tell me that's not his fault. Yes, it is. The minute you cut energy, right? The minute you cut gas, you start cutting, energy. You stop fracking and you stop the Keystone Pipeline. And now we, like back in the 70s, have to go to OPEC and beg the Arabs, please give us gas, give us. When the minute you have to do that, everything goes up. Why does everything go up? Because the cost of energy is trucking and everything. Trucking goes up, gas goes up, trucking goes up. Once trucking goes up, the food goes up. It's that easy math, bro. You don't have to be a genius.
John Mancini said Fauci's on trial too now.
Yeah, but Fauci also dug his own grave. Now he's saying, where'd they come up? Well, it's the 6 feet. I came up with that, but there's no science behind 6 feet.
COVID is not gone all of a sudden.
Bro, I was in a freaking, dude, COVID's gone, but they should outlaw the mask. But there's too many people wearing masks, and all these little savages in New York City that are going into stores, they're all wearing masks, they're protesting, wearing masks, sunglasses, cupolines on their head and shit like that. So you don't know what the hell's going on because they don't want to be identified. They're cowards. That's cowardice.
Matt Rich said it's a shit show. I agree, Greg.
Listen, let me tell you something, Matt. I was in ShopRite over here in New York, right? I'm in ShopRite, and this is in the middle of COVID, when I had to wear a mask, and the people in front of me. I go up to the guy who's loading the thing with eggs, right? That works in the store, and he had a mask on, and I had a mask on, and I was literally about 4 feet from him, and I was asking him, do you have the jumbo eggs? And he said something to me, and I could smell his breath, and boy, did it stink. Smelled like he ate a shit sandwich. I smelled his breath through his mask into my mask, okay? So if I could smell his breath, then and that, dude, I was like, bro, that's like high karate breath, because that shit's kicking. You know what I mean? You got high karate breath. You got kung fu breath. Because that shit's kicking. But anyway, so I'm like, bro, man, holy shit. I tell my girlfriend, go smell his breath. She's like, I don't want to go in there smell his breath. And I'm like, well, this shit stinks, And if I smell that through the mask, if he had some kind of ugats in him, obviously that can come into me. That shit's not there. We were in a store, and we had this psycho Spanish dude screaming, get away, freaking out, right? Because people were near him online. He's like, more than 6 feet, it's in the air, I'm like, holy shit, this was in Dollar Tree. That's my girlfriend. We were like, this guy's crazy. There was a cop in there, and he's telling the cop, step back, step away from me. It was crazy.
That's ridiculous.
No, it's not. You should follow a mask. Anybody who wears a mask is a momo. First of all, you're going to get sicker because you're not getting exposed to germs. If you took one of us momos here, and we went to the Amazon, right? And we visited one of those tribes that's never been, seen humans or whatever, never been seen as civilized people. Dude, you'd wipe that whole tribe out because you have bacteria in you, okay, that they haven't been exposed to. If you walk around all day and you don't expose yourself to bacteria, you're an idiot. And Fauci lied about every single thing. And now he's trying to say it wasn't me. It was my department. I just signed the checks, like that kind of shit. Fuck him.
Yeah. What is it? Windward Attack said mail-in ballots for this new bird flu, a rigged digital voting system that will bring some same demographic win just before. Crazy. Listen,
did Trump lose the election? He lost because they cheated, but he didn't lose because more people wanted. But you really believe that Joe Biden got how many more was it? How many more was it 10 million more votes than even Barack Obama? Oh, they're more than Obama? Forget about Trump. More than Obama, who was like to liberals. Obama is like Obama.
Didn't your sister get a voting card, like her voting?
Yeah,
she's been dead.
My sister's family just recently got a thing in the mail saying that that you are now signed up with the Democratic Party, and they got a voting thing for her. She's been dead now for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? How could she sign up for the Democratic Party? My niece was like, "This is fraud." So
that's crazy.
Look at my friend Mitch. My friend Mitch went down to the vote. And he's in Long Island. He went to vote. And he saw that his parents, who've been dead since the 1990s, were on the list that they voted. It's you have no idea, bro. That shit was. Why did they cover up all the windows and wouldn't let people in to watch the counting? And there's a gazillion videos. I don't understand when they say there's no evidence of tampering. bullshit. I've seen a million videos where they had one last night where the guys were taking a shit. Dude, you know what the craziest thing is? Go to my what do you call it? Twitter, right? Yeah, the Twitter thing. I don't do much on here. I just repost other people's bullshit. But you can go there and check it out and like and subscribe. Anyway, on there, there's like I put up a few things, like I reposted a few things. You got to go a couple days back though in my post. And I posted where they have videos of Nancy Pelosi going, I want to punch that motherfucker in his face, meaning Trump, right? She goes, when they asked about I did it. I stopped them. You know what I mean? Like, she was trying to take the credit privately, saying like I brought his ass down on Ruth, on January 6th. He wanted the goddamn the army to come in. I stopped them. He said, there's videos of her saying it. This is not no AI. There's two separate videos, one of her in a cab, saying that's that motherfucker, I'm just saying, when people say there's no evidence, it's like, what? There's so much evidence, it's not funny.
I know.
But anyway.
Double M says Trump was leading till the mail balloting came.
That's the thing, Double M. I don't understand. I remember Trump's up by 250,000 votes in Pennsylvania. We're going to stop the voting now, and we're going to resume in the morning. We found now Trump's down 400,000. We found 600,000. Son of a bitch, all 600,000 were for Joe Biden. You believe that? Dude, come on.
That's crazy.
Anyway, we're all election deniers. Meanwhile, Hillary Clinton to this day says he's the illegitimate president. He never won. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. That's right. We already know about the fake Russian hoax and all that shit. We were told that Joe Biden said 52 or 51, whatever. Intel officials even claimed the laptop is a hoax. Remember he said that during the debate?
Yes.
A hoax that never happened. Now, and if you believe he ain't going to pardon his son, you would not be a real father if you didn't pardon you. I don't give a shit. Okay, he should pardon his son. Listen, I don't think Hunter should get any special privileges, but if Joe Biden's any kind of a real man, which he's going to pardon his son.
Oh yeah,
he's not going to say it now. Everything he says, he went against. Everything. Mm-hmm. If you have this much crack on you, you should do 10 years in jail. Well, your son had way more than that, and there's videos of him firing that shit up.
Mm-hmm. Mr. G's there. Hey, Mr. G, let me know, Mr. G, if you want to jump on. Frank, the gas station guy. What's up, my man?
Mr. G is my boy. Mr. G for governor.
Mr. G.
We have a good governor down there. Mr. G for local mayor.
Yes, Mr. G. Mr. G, I sent you the link if you want to pop on.
Joe, I would run for office, but the problem is I don't like getting up early in the morning.
Hold on, Greg. You keep talking, reading the comments. I'm going to send the link to Mr. G.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, so anyway, guys, it's all, this world is fucking upside down right now, and it's insane. So, if you like things that are going on, just go keep voting Joe Biden, I mean, it's unbelievable. The guy shits his pants. He can't fucking walk, can't talk. And there's people, I've had debates with people like, friends of mine and other people in the family and all that stuff, Oh, no, Joe Biden, the guy's the original racist. I have videos of him using the N-word on go on Twitter. You'll see it. If there was ever a video like that of Donald Trump, they would make billboards in New York City that would actually show Donald Trump says N-word. So it doesn't exist. It does not exist. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying, nope. I'm tired of all that shit. I'm tired of it.
Frank, the gas station, said Brad Wolf was caught dumping the mail in the ballots in the Everglades.
Oh yeah, this. Listen, nothing shocks me, Frank. Nothing shocks me anymore, man. I'm telling you, these guys they're really dirty. Joe Biden's the reason why steroids are classified as they were. That was Joe Biden that led the.
Yeah, that was Joe Biden.
The movie I was in, Bigger, Stronger, Faster, there's a clip of him in there. And do you know he had the audacity? The bullshit? Dude, nobody bullshits like that guy. He said, the reason why I didn't make the college football team was because they were using steroids and I wasn't. Dude, you couldn't play football. You couldn't even make the cheerleading squad, you friggin' Momo. Anthony D.
Anthony, what's up, man?
Hey,
Greg and Joe. AJ and I just finished training. How you guys doing? We're good, man.
We're doing really good.
You guys finished working out?
God bless you and AJ.
Yes.
But what was I going to say? So, it's
Biden.
Oh, yeah, bro, he couldn't make the cheerleading squad. He's one of the reasons why steroids are illegal. You know that, right?
Yeah.
He did a whole rant on that stuff. He's the one who brought that. But Arnold had a little hand in that, because remember he was George Bush's fitness guru to fitness, whatever. He made a special thing for Arnold. And the rumor was back then, the rumor in bodybuilding was that Arnold supported all that because he didn't want Lee Haney to break his record, which Lee Haney did. And Lee Haney was so shit in his pants. I think it was the 91 Olympia, or 92, 91, where Lee Labrada almost beat him because Lee Haney came in. He cleaned himself out. He was only like 220 something, where he's normally in the 240. He was came in like 20 something pounds lighter because they were pulling that steroid test the winners and all this shit. It was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Is it a movie called 2000 Rules by Dinesh Desmoy? Mr. G's talking about a documentary. 106 Screw Your Freedom. I don't know what that must be.
Yeah, that could be that's Arnold. See, that's the thing I don't like. Arnold's actually a really good guy in person. I've known him forever. Since 1976. Yeah. He'll talk to you. He's funny. He's witty. He'll play with you. He's really good to his old friends. But he'll fuck over his politics, trust me, is bad. Really bad. He's a liberal that's a rhino. You know what I mean? He just calls himself a conservative, but he's no conservative. He's a definite rhino. All that screw your freedoms and trying to compare the night of broken glass, which is the beginning of the Holocaust to the Jews. You're trying to compare that with January 6th. Who was killed in January 6th besides Ashley Babbitt, who was killed by a corrupt cop? Who? Yep. What did you see anybody in there with weapons? I saw them with flags. Okay.
Yeah, I saw them
in there with flags. And most of them didn't even have flagpoles. They had them draped around. Where's the weapons? That was Antifa and certain law enforcement entities that were in there. There's a video I also put up of where it shows they arrested this guy on January 6th inside the Capitol. And they drag him in the back room, and then we get just freaking cameras everywhere. When they get him in the back room, they have the camera, and it shows. They get him and they have him bent over like this, and they undo the cuffs, and he high fives him. He was a cop undercover, making believe he was wearing a helmet with a backpack, and he was trying to, they let him go. He was one of them. Wow. He was. This is go on my Twitter. You'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna see that. Anthony D says, Greg, you use 2 lawnmowers to cut your grass?
No, my girlfriend used the other one. I got an acre of property, bro. It's fucking, trees and fucking statues and all kinds of ugats on there. So, to cut the grass by myself, my girlfriend, plus it's Mexican. She's Mexican. It's in her blood. She's doing the weed whacking now.
Dan, what's up, Dan? What's up, Joe? What's going on, Greg?
Those were gas-powered lawnmowers, too. They were not that electric shit. Yeah, well, I got a freaking bite. I have an acre of property, so by the time I'd be, and like I said, so you were on my property. You were on my house.
Why don't you just put it on your mother-in-law's back and have her cut the grass that way?
Dude, my mother-in-law should eat the grass. She's like a grazer. She'll just go out there and bite it. But, no, listen, I shouldn't talk about my mother-in-law. She's a nice guy. But, no. No, but my girlfriend, she'll do the weed whacking and shit. She was doing it when I made that video. You could hear her in the background, the fucking weed whacker thing going on and shit. But I got an obstacle course between, trees, rocks, and friggin', other ugats I got on the property. Statue. Everybody says gnomes. They're not gnomes. I don't really like gnomes. I have friggin' statues. They're like, angels, some demons.
Yep.
Like. Lions and stuff like that. They're not like gnomes.
The witches and lights and what else you got? But you got everything.
Yeah, lights. I got everything out there. I don't even know what the hell I got out there. You know what I mean?
You got bones and dinosaur bones. You got everything going on back there. Tents. I got bugs, animals. I've never seen
around that shit. If you just got like a baseball field, you just go back and forth like this. It's one thing.
Dan says Greg always picking on his mother-in-law is hilarious.
Oh yeah. Well, listen, my girlfriend I was just telling Joe, she was in Mexico recently. She's sitting sent a picture of her sitting on a donkey. Now the donkey was like, help me, because she's sitting on it. She's short, fat, she got the ponytail and shit, She's wearing like a Mexican hat, but it looks like it's not a sombrero. It looks like what the Indians used to wear, like a Billy, like Billy Jack. You ever see the movie Billy Jack? She's wearing like that hat, and she's sitting on it. She looks very indigenous too, and she's just sitting on this friggin' donkey, and there's chickens running around. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this, dude? What is she? What is that? The land of time for God over there? It's like some small little village in Mexico. I told Joe she's trying to play like. She's trying to play like the role of like a healer. And I'm like, oh my God. Like they still believe in the shaman and everything. Like if you got a cold,
tell me.
You got the cold because somebody put the eye on you, the evil eye. In Italian, it's the Malaika. These people still believe that shit. You put the Malaika on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, come on. This is, we're in the 21st century here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But, she charges people money to come in.
Yeah, man. She'll charge all these people money. They give her a little pack of dirt and something like that. And I told you, I was in my girlfriend, the one that passed away, she's at the end. Yeah, Jalissa, right. She had in her, like, she used to smoke cigarettes. So she goes to me, go get a cigarette out of my pocketbook. Give me my cigarettes. So I go to get her cigarettes. And I'm like, there's this little fucking thing. It's like this big, right? A little like square leather thing. And it felt like a wacky pack. Like there was fucking dust in here or something. And I said to her, what's this? And she goes, ah. And I go, what? And I threw it down like this. And what the fuck? And she goes, you're not supposed to touch that. And I go, well, what is it? It's like a dried up ball sack. What the hell is it? And she's like, no, that's like, something from like this mujeria. I don't know if any of you guys know what that is. It's all like Santeria, because she hangs out with all these Cuban girls. She's Puerto Rican, been hanging out with, and she started believing that stuff, I remember we went to her friend's house who was a prostitute in New York City. Mm-hmm. And it's actually the house she died in. My girlfriend died in that house. She slept over and she had heroin, but that's the end. We go in there, and in the rooms where the girls would like be, having sex with dudes, there's a big statue of the Virgin Mary, and she's submerged in water, like half water. And there's like candies floating in there and money. And I'm like, dude, that is the most sacrilegious thing. So some guys pounding some girl, whatever. And you look to the right, and there's the Virgin Mary watching. And it's just like, I'm like, man, you people are really nuts. But they believe all that Santeria shit, Well, my mother-in-law still believes that stuff. Like if you're sick, you're sick because you pissed somebody off, and now you need a spell to get that off you.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. That's unbelievable. Yeah, well, she's she's something else, Ramon. A great guy.
So let's see, what is that guy saying? I love mowing my lawn. Oh, it's one more.
Sounds like black magic.
Lithium motor. Yeah, but I don't know about your lawn, bro, but I gotta push that mower, and it's friggin'. I'm up hills, down hills, in valleys. It's just a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm. T. Bray says, "Tell us the full Momo stack. What's your stack?"
What's my stack? You mean back in the day? Like
you took everything back in the day. But Bonnie, you took everything.
Oh boy. Well, always. I'm. First of all, I never did growth hormone. I'm not into that stuff, nor insulin or anything. I have to.
Or synthol. So people, please, he never took.
No, oh Jesus, synthol. Give me a break with that shit, aren't you? I'm tired of that. I don't even argue anymore.
Come on.
But what I used to do is I based it like like a dinner, bro. You know what I mean? My entree was always testosterone. So I built it. I love androgens. I'm an androgen junkie. Okay. There was really no method to my madness. It was like whatever I felt. Yeah. I don't like DECA. Got the DECA dick, and I didn't feel like I grew from DECA. But I did like equipoise. And I like the Dominican equipoise, which was Ganabol. And plus I used to sell it. And so I had it like that. So I would always put the testosterone, I build around that. Testosterone with some equipoise. And then I like to throw an oral in there. Now, if I could get it, I would get metanabol, which is Polish D-ball, which I loved. That was my favorite. You guys know I've talked about that before. Or I would get sometimes, I didn't really like the anapolin. Sometimes I would get American Anadrol, which was a beautiful thing. But also there was, I forgot the name of it now. Holy shit. Hemagen, which was Brazilian, I think.
Okay.
So that was Brazilian Anadrol. Or I would throw in some, Russian D-balls. I like the Russian D-balls. I did not like the pink stop signs. I think a lot of that shit was fake. Some stuff was real, some wasn't. But I liked the Russian D-balls. Loved the Russian sustenance. I would take those. If I could get the preloads from Mexico, I would take them. But the Russian, I love the Russian sustenance. And I like Sten. You know, those were my drugs. Those were my go-to drugs. Sometimes I would also take anabolics, which is Dominican D-bol, but the problem is anabolics has cyperheptadine in it, which actually slows down your metabolism a little bit because they make that for people to be sick, and it's only I think it's 2.5 with the pills of D-bol. They only have 2.5 milligrams D-bol, so you'd have to take more. But dude, I was getting 100. They first came out in a little bottle. Then they realized bodybuilders were buying it shit in the Dominican. Mm-hmm. Then they came in a box, right? And we would get 100, and they were rip outs, like not pop outs, but rip. You would rip the thing. 100 rip outs was getting. This is sick for $2 a box. Wow. We could sell that shit for $100. People buy that. You know what I mean? Wow. So I was making the
You were making some big money back in the day.
I was making a lot of money, man. I was swimming in it. Now I'm ready to friggin' sit out there with a tin cup.
But Greg at the gas station said Greg should take his multi-faction ham sandwich onto Shark Tank. I guess ham in a can.
Ham in a can, that's right. For the right amount of money, I'd give Mark Cuban a ham in a can. Mark Cuban hired me to do I opened the Tribeca Film Festival in 2007. Mm-hmm. So a big, famous Tribeca Film Festival, I opened it. Okay. And
you got a couple other big things happening soon.
Oh yeah, I got a lot of big things.
Filmed some stuff going on recently.
I absolutely did. You filmed some stuff. I opened the Tribeca Film Festival, and it was the most amazing experience because, you know, it was for bigger, stronger, faster, and you know, I had to stand there in front of crowds, that's in the theater, you know, and these are movie stars. There's movie stars there, you know, and I mean, you know, like, what's his name was there? Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph. With Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese. You're up on stage, and there's Martin Scorsese. There's like big fucking people in the audience. A lot of movie stars were there. Guys like I can't remember all their names, but you see them like, oh shit, I seen him on TV. Oh shit, I watched a movie with him in it. You know, you see all these famous faces, and you know, because Robert De Niro, he wasn't in the one I opened, but those people, you know, he owns the Tribeca, Tribeca Film. Yep. So, you know, I'm standing there talking, and I'm on stage, and I'm answering questions and everything like that. And okay, let's go to the film. We're gonna watch that, and then we're gonna do some question and answers. Dude, that was the coolest thing. And Mark Cuban hired me. You. Over the bells. That's right. I was the one who opened it, and Mark Cuban paid me lovely. And that's when you see the famous video of me grabbing Dave Palumbo's ass. Where he did a video outside the theater, and I grabbed his ass. He's like, "Oh, with Gregg Valentino, freaker, just grab my ass," you know. But you know, I was with Guy Sestanino. Let's see, you know, they waited for me after the show because they're my friends. Yeah. Guy Sestanino and Derek Anthony, you know, Dave Palumbo, Colette Nelson, you know, people like that. Mr. G was there. Mr. G was
there.
George was there.
Jimmy the Bull?
No, Jimmy the Bull wasn't there. But it was cool, you know, and to be able to stand there in front of these people, and you got to give a speech, man, and you're like, dude, they're looking at you. Everybody, you're the only one. You're on a stage, just like at a bodybuilding show. It's a movie theater, you know. You're on a stage, and here's all these fucking people, you know, and they're, you know, pretty freaking, pretty cool. And Cuban paid me. I had an assistant. So if you see there's a kid in a picture, there's this younger guy in a picture. Everybody says, "Who's that guy?" I'm like, that. Believe it or not, that was Mark Cuban hired him as my assistant for the day. So, you know, I had an assistant, but I did it for 2 weeks. Wow. It was a 2-week thing. So for 2 weeks I did that. It was great, man.
Dan says, do you remember a Beast anabolic activator?
What?
I don't know.
Beast anabolic activator. Okay. No, I don't. George.
Mr. Hey guys.
George, there he is.
My man?
What's up? I was at this store getting stuff to make homemade burritos. My son's making big homemade burritos. We make all our own food. And he's making them like this, like you got to hold with 2 hands.
What do you make it like? What's in a burrito? I'm gonna get my coffee.
So, white rice, I got a cooked chicken, so he's gonna do pulled chicken in there, black beans, jalapeno peppers, onions, and green peppers. And black beans.
And my stomach just went.
And cheese.
I mean, I can't eat that. Like that would kill me. My girlfriend would be like, "Oh my god, this is so good."
Why? Because of the diet. Well, the only way you can.
No,
do
I don't like that kind of food with beans.
Right,
and
so then you don't like it anyway.
Yeah. It's not that. It's not my diet.
I want to ask you a question,
Great,
Greg.
thank you. You're right, though. He does get jealous. Go ahead.
About your tendon in between your thumb and your finger.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. That's exactly where I got shot right there.
So I have a theory because my grappling coach has me picking stuff to build the strength in here, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing grip strength stuff, so I'm pulling stuff up like this and holding it like the strongmans do.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think the strongmen ever had that issue. In other words, it's more. I'm going to just let me finish. More bodybuilders because you're lifting your muscles. You're lifting heavy weights, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And your muscles are growing, but the tendons aren't growing. Getting strong enough. So those guys also do the grips. They're doing grip strength. So what I'm thinking is that maybe if you started doing some things where you're holding, pinching.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do that. I'll tell you why. Because mine's a trigger finger, and that means that it's worn off. Like your tendons are worn off almost. Like they have to cut this muscle to release. It's almost like a pulley. You have a pulley that's in there, and that's what pulls the finger down, and then look, see, it's like snapping. Yeah, it's something though that not everybody gets it. That's a lifter. I think it's genetic too. My father would get shit like that and then just tape his hands and not use it. I don't know. He's nuts. But I don't think it's something that I can work because I've gone to to try to avoid therapy. I've gone to occupational therapists who work on the hand and they sit there and they stretch it and they do all the strength shit with it and they bend it in ways it's not supposed to be bent and but
you have Greg. You also have muscles here.
Yeah, I know.
You used to call your medical. You have muscles here. So what I'm saying is that, everything's leaning on that. When you're lifting dumbbells, everything's leaning on this. Like this.
Right.
Right. So what I'm suggesting is, I don't know if you still do dumbbells.
I don't really use dumbbells too much anymore, but
So you do more stuff that's pushing out.
Yeah, I do a lot of but that's not really what's just done it. It's over the years. It's worn. It's what happens is they have to cut the muscle that's there to release the pulley because it's almost like the muscle's worn and now it's almost like closing on your thing, your pulley.
Well, you lose the elasticity in your tendons as you get older. You lose the water because they get more, And as bodybuilders, our muscles grow bigger or stronger than our tendons.
Oh, that's a fact.
You're not concerned about we're a power lifter. A strongman. A strongman is more like a lineman. They're athletic because they carry. It's like a farm kid.
Yeah, but they tear muscles. The reason why you tear a muscle is because the muscle's not as strong. The tendon's stronger than the muscle. It actually will pull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't break down tendon tissue and regrow it back. It's what I'm saying. No. That's like muscle. Muscle gets broken down, the cells and everything, and regrows back.
But going on hormone replacement, helps alleviate that.
Yeah. Oh, I believe me, I'm on hormone.
Because I couldn't do I was doing knuckle push-ups, right?
Yes.
And I couldn't even do it like a half one because and then I just started back 2 weeks ago, and 2 days later after my first shot,
yeah,
I was able to do 30 all the way down, all the way up. 30.
Wow.
It's like mind blowing how it works.
Yeah. Listen. I noticed with hormone replacement, I actually don't notice anything on the body because I only take I'm on from a doctor 200 milligrams, right? Now, I don't notice oh shit, I'm getting jacked. You don't get jacked for it, but you feel better. Your tendons are better. All your little aches and pains in your knees and your elbows and that kind of goes away. The feeling of well-being comes back. Your sex drive kind of comes back, and it feeds the brain. The male brain is fed by testosterone. You know what I'm saying?
If you're horny, you're gonna feel more young.
Oh yeah, yeah. You need a young one like I got that wants to get it all day, all night, and I could do it.
I'm on 300 of Anthony.
300 of what, Anthony?
Yeah. Anthony?
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to do, because I don't want to get water, because we're all concerned about being more fit. I mean, in the training we do, I want to, and actually the training I'm doing, I want to be, obviously I don't want to be big. I want to be just strong,
but I wouldn't, if I were you, I wouldn't do much more than that. I wouldn't.
No, I'm not gonna.
If you start putting your body weight up, you can affect the heart. You know what I mean? That's why Dave, like,
But the issue is I'm heavy. There's very few heavyweights that train MMA. Wow. Very few. You go, it's all guys like 5'8", 5'9", 140 or 6'3", 170.
Yeah, so the Mantis, he's like 6'4", right?
Mantis is 6'7".
Oh,
wow. 245. He dropped 20 pounds because no one will train. No one will train with him. He American Top Team. All the guys in the UFC, and Bellator they have there. All the heavyweights. They don't want to train with him. He makes them cry. Jeez. I mean, so that's the only guy that works with me. So you gotta see what he does to me.
Yeah, I saw some videos.
Like I'm showing, like I look like a baby, like a rag doll, like just right.
Yes,
right? He's laying on me. But this week was the first week because what he's trying to teach me to do. If I get taken down in the middle of the cage, he wants me to be able to get to my stomach and get up and crawl to the cage. Because if I get to the cage, then I can get back up quick and negate the guy's ground game.
Right.
So he just lays on me, and I have to try and get up from laying on my back. I have to shrink, go around, and then also I'm trying to hit him in the back,
Yeah.
When he's and then get up. So this is the first time I was actually able to get up and get out.
Yeah.
And then this week he told me next week I want you to do 50. I want to go 50%. Because he's only giving me like 10. He's only giving me 10% of them.
Yeah, I saw the video. He looks like a giant spider.
Yeah, he does.
A little baby. He's huge.
See, there's no justice to the videos unless you're there, unless to see it in person what it actually looks like. Because it looks like it's so slow. Look at how slow that's coming in like that, but not in person.
Not in person, no.
No. So because in order for me to be able to combat him, is I have to come straight in. So I was able to handle his kicks, block his kicks and stuff like that, but I got to come straight in with him. I told him I don't want to knock him out. I don't want to hurt.
That's good.
That's a great guy. Look, that's what's so great. It's the camaraderie that we all have and that we all had in bodybuilding. Similar camaraderie,
It is crazy. I've had guys on the internet when I was doing Joe Pietaro's show. I remember there would be guys like I'd have wars telling them like, there's no way Big Ram, because they'd be like a big Rammy, a guy like that could fucking kick it, because he's 300 pounds. I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? There's girls that my daughter might be able to take him out. I mean, that's how fun. Girls that are skilled. Dude, I'm sure, but George, is there girls in your gym?
Yeah, and girls have a hard time fighting. Most of the time, girls are working with guys because there's not a lot of girls.
Right. Well, my daughter, that's how my daughter got injured. Some big black dude and her were fucking, and he slammed her, and she landed off the mat. You know what I mean? But and she injured her shoulder, so she's on the injury list. But I'm saying, but there are girls out there that are good. Holy shit, man!
No, if he gets knock
big dudes out,
if he has no idea what's happening, it was just he'll kick him in the thigh, right behind the back of the thigh, that nerve there. The girl would just come in and kick him twice, and unless he knows how to move, or or a guy would just come in and go whop whop.
It's behind the knee, right? Isn't it? Isn't it behind the knee?
Right behind. If I can show. I don't know if I can. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you see right?
See those legs?
Wait.
Let me
Back
see
up.
that ass.
Right here.
Wow.
Right.
In the hamstring.
Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
So right, a little bit above the knee. That spot. Right there.
Yep.
I mean, I got kicked by Mantis the other day, so my leg is still sore on my left leg. You know, but yeah, I mean, look, it's a different animal. Mm-hmm. Actually, you know what would happen? What would happen is just like a big ram, he's just moving, doing that movement back and forth. He might twist his ankle or hurt his knee.
No, but you got to understand, these guys, George, you know from going to a million bodybuilding shows, these guys double bicep than this. They're most muscular. They're out of breath from that. Can you imagine fighting somebody that fights MMA?
No, well, not unless they trained. I'll tell you, the strong men though are a different category. The strong guys are actually like they're doing moves where they're doing like those what they call the farmer walk. You know, where they're walking with like 1,000 pounds, 50 yards. They're carrying balls on long distance. They're pulling 4,000-pound trains. So they're putting a lot of stress on their joints, and they're more athletic. That's more like a lineman workout, you know?
Yeah, but let me tell you something. Fighting is a skill. You get these guys that are like spiders. They're like fucking spiders. They weigh 150, 60, 70 pounds, and they'd be all over a big guy like that, like a spider. He'd be trying to get him off his neck. I don't give a shit how big a farm boy is. You get him around the neck, he's still got to breathe like you and I.
No, what I'm saying is that out of bodybuilders, powerlifters, strongmen, who would be the best to go to start training MMA would be the strongman.
Yeah. But the thing is, Maurice Pudzianowski proved who was the strongest man in the world at one time, and then he went into MMA and he killed the first two guys he fought. But then after that, a big slob like Tim Sylvia knocked him out. And
he did Pride. He did the Pride. Remember the Pride fighting?
Yeah, but
that was all. You know the Pride fighting. They didn't tell. They only told one guy that you're going to win or lose.
Mm. Yeah, but wait a minute. He got knocked out. Listen, Maurice Pudzianowski even said later on, I have to lose like 75 pounds because that heavy weight, I don't care if those guys are running with blocks that are 500 pounds or throwing 1,000-pound, whatever chunk of steel is run. They get gassed.
They get gassed.
400 pounds, you get gassed, and you get one of these wiry guys.
Oh, you got them. They're still. Man, the Black Mantis told me the other day, he goes, heavyweights are lazy. He goes, all the heavyweights are standing in the corner, not trying, and all the lightweight guys are running around, jumping over the cage, still training. Man.
Yeah. Did you see Eddie Hall? Against
Eddie Hall? Yeah, when Eddie Hall, so Eddie Hall, in the fight with the two.
Yeah, you saw that? Did you see that?
Yeah, he trained. I saw his training. He was doing training for that. He had 3 guys in the ring, right in the octagon. And he had them each coming at him at the same at like one after another.
One after another. It's crazy.
So he practiced that, and he practiced throwing the guy because he didn't want to. Because he could have, if he would have put the guy up, and slammed him down, it would have hurt one of those guys really bad.
Oh yeah, he picked the guy up and boom.
But when he got with that shot, boom.
Somebody came running in with that shot.
But those guys didn't look like they had skill like that, though. You get skilled fighters. You get skilled.
No, Eddie needs to go against if you went against a guy who's a pro fighter, that's a heavyweight, and then Eddie has to lose, and Eddie has to because I think the heaviest a heavyweight can be is 275.
Yeah.
So then to make it even,
but
he'd have to be two.
One of the guys right here, Mike Russo, he just put it up right here, Mike. He said that he wants to fight Maurice Pudzianowski. Be careful what you wish for. Yeah. I think Maurice Pudzianowski would kill him. Maurice Pudzianowski is a very skilled fighter. But even he gets his ass beat by the average guy would manhandle him. Look,
it's like anything else. It's the fight in the person, too. You can't – there are guys out there that are just – warriors.
Look at Joe Zapata here. Joe actually learned with Gene LaBelle. Gene LaBelle. You know who Gene LaBelle is, you guys?
Wasn't Gene LaBelle the stunt? Was he a stunt coordinator?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was the one that supposedly
choked out. Yes.
Seagal.
took care of what's his
Steven
what's
Seagal. He
Steven
choked
Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
What about the other karate? The guy who died? What's the hell? I can't even think of his name.
Not Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, yeah. Is he
He
the
did
stunt
something
guy
with
in the
Bruce
movie?
Lee.
In the movie that they had the movie, and he played the stunt guy, and he took Bruce Lee. Brad Pitt played the part.
Yes, Brad Pitt played him in the movie. Yes, he was a stunt guy. One of the movies.
And he told Bruce Lee, "Give me your best you got."
Yes, that's right. He did. It was in a movie. Yes.
So Bruce Lee came out and went to kick. He let him kick him. He fell back, and he goes, "Can you do that again?"
Yep, that's true.
And then he stepped to the side and grabbed him and threw him
into the car or something like that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if Bruce Lee was alive today, he would have gotten himself into jiu-jitsu and
all sure would. Yeah.
He was really into that. He took that shit seriously, where he developed his own Jeet Kune Do. Yeah. You know what I mean, and everything. I know a lot about Bruce. But back then, jiu-jitsu was kind of like it was in a shadow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There was a kid I went to high school with that was on a wrestling team. And he couldn't fight to save his life. He couldn't throw a punch like a girl. But when he would get in fist fights and stuff, but he would take guys to the ground. And once he got you on the ground, he would fucking kill you. He was that,
Yeah, because he just keep you down, and the guy couldn't get up.
If you stood there with your hands, and he wasn't heavy. He was maybe about like 155 pounds or something. He wasn't like a heavyweight, but he used to get a lot of fights and stuff. And he could stand up and get his ass kicked. But the minute the first thing he would do is try to take you to the ground. Once he got you on the ground, you were in trouble.
That's what's exhausting.
And that's why karate.
That's what you can stand up all day long and but then once you start going on the ground and doing the wrestling, grappling, it's like you can't even breathe.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But dude, let me tell you, that's why even Inoki, the wrestler, when he took Muhammad Ali, kicked his legs out from under him, and that was it, bro. All that shit exposed karate guys, because when I was younger, karate was the thing, but nobody ever got them on the ground. Even when you watch kung fu movies, they get hit 30,000 times in the face and there's no blood or But the minute you get nobody ever gets on the ground. You get somebody on the ground, forget it, it's done.
No, they had judo, and the guys they did judo. They flipped the guy.
Judo was good, but that's the judo's throwing and everything. Joe did judo. Judo.
All right. Yeah.
Judo's good to have. That's a great skill to have.
Judo's great. That's how you take the guy down. And
what you do is you're adding all these skills in.
Yeah.
And if the guy doesn't know judo and he's studying Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and the judo, you're gonna do a move on him that he never experienced.
Yeah, man.
Also, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, that's why I think every kid should do that. Judo or jiu-jitsu. They should start as a kid. That's one of the things they should start.
It's a great discipline. It teaches them discipline. It teaches them to be confident in themselves. Correct. It teaches them to be a brain with a fist, where it's in your brain. How many fights you have? The fight's in here. Mm-hmm. The bully can't screw with you only if they can get inside your head.
Absolutely.
That's what a battle is. Once you know the bully, you can take care of the bully. He doesn't even care.
Yeah.
What's that guy?
I know, but I used to have wars with these guys because they all think because you're a jacked bodybuilder. Dude, they're the first guys to get their asses kicked. You're out of your mind. You know what I'm saying? That means nothing. Because you're jacked and built weight. There's a million.
Remember Dougie Wentz?
Yeah, I remember Doug Wentz.
So Dougie Wentz was Dougie Wentz. He was a jack bodybuilder. He had a great physique, and he worked at the front door, but he couldn't fight. And what he went in he went into a guy like this. The guy slashed him right on his neck.
Oof. Did he die?
No, not that I know.
Still alive? Yeah, I remember him.
No, and then the other guy, Harry. Harry was this guy that was 400 pounds. He was what's his name? The kid who died that used to work for Dave. Vinny Hanzik. So you know Vinny Hanzik?
Yeah. At the Cole. I knew Cole.
All right, so Vinny was his dad.
His father, right? Vinny's
Right, he had a
father.
white mohawk. We used to hang together. In fact, I went on my
Yeah, I remember your
bachelor
story
party
about in
in
Florida.
Hawaii.
You throwing a shit in the pool and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a 2-week bachelor party in Hawaii.
That's what I meant. Hawaii. That's nice.
Waikiki Cape, yeah. Maybe I should think maybe got married. No, I mean, well, I have my beautiful son, my 2 boys. So I mean, but
well,
he
guys,
was-
we're gonna wrap it up because I got to run out of here. So I just want to wish you guys a happy Father's Day, both of you guys.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you,
you
Joe.
too, Joe, you have kids, Joe?
Yes, I have kids and everything.
Happy Father's Day to you too.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
exactly. We've talked to you. Well, Greg, I'll talk to you probably tomorrow.
Absolutely.
But Mr. G, you guys, you can make those.
I might drive somewhere. Sweet home Alabama.
You come to Alabama. We'd love to.
Sweet home.
Come on.
It's 9 hours away.
Sweet home Alabama.
We got
It's
it.
9 hours away.
Jimmy's gonna be with us. Jimmy the Bull, Lee. Joe. We're all gonna have fun. You should come out there, man.
I'm kind of thinking when everybody will be in one spot together.
We're all gonna be at one spot. We're staying in the same hotel. We're all staying in the same hotel.
I'm gonna bring boxing gloves and some stuff so they can put
Lee might need a roommate.
demolitions.
I want. Hey, John Scapuri, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on? John,
Hey, John, how you
Mike
doing?
Russo, everyone in the chat, thank you. Mr. G, Greg, happy Father's Day. Love you guys.
Happy Father's Day.
You too, Joe.
You guys,
Thank you.
brother.
Thank you.
Enjoy. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you.